So you're watching this movie for the first time. It looks good.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's what we look for around here. We look to keep the people entertained.
Lancaster.
The Lancaster people. And maybe,
the metaverse.
And maybe the metaverse. And maybe the relatives in the metaverse that aren't around.
That's true. That's
That's right, Chris. Pippity poppity. We don't stop it. We keep it going.
Oh my! How was your weekend?
Weekend was good. It was a busy weekend. A lot of stuff going on here, there, and everywhere.
Yeah. Trick or treat? Did you trick or treat?
I did not trick or treat. No. I had trick or treaters at my door. I had one kid who I think ate a whole bag of candy before he got to my door because he was just bouncing. And I mean, like bouncing across the porch and the lawn, and he scooped a whole handful of candy, and his parents admonished him. I'm like, it's all right. We've had like 7 kids, so have it all. And then the dad gave me a very disconcerting look.
Are you a big candy bar kind of guy? You like give out the big candy bars, or you don't want to be known as that house? I'm a do as I'm told. My wife got the candy, answer the door kind of guy. So no big candy bars. I had no say. Steph just got the candy, and I handed it out. The funny thing about that is, like, Lindsay is a dietitian, right?
Yeah.
So candy is not something that we normally have around the house. So,
are you the Apple House?
No, not quite. But we had fruit snacks and some sort of marshmallow things. And I think we're probably pretty good. I didn't sample them, but
we are awesome. Thank you, John.
We're definitely not the house with the big candy bar, and we're not the house with the peanut butter cups or the Snickers or any of the things that I like. So if there is ever any candy left over, it's fruit snacks.
If you're watching and you're tuning in, are there still houses that do toothbrushes on your block? Remember those?
My dentist lived in my neighborhood, and he used to give out toothbrushes and toothpaste, and it was terrible. I mean, my teeth were probably appreciative of his gesture, but
But the child in
candy.
The child in you was like, this guy's terrible.
Yep.
He's no fun.
Yep. So, trick-or-treating was fun with my kids last night. My daughter and her neighbor went as Salt and Pepper. I should have sent our podcast
Salt and Pepper,
dude.
Chris, just to clarify for the listeners,
you're not Salt and Pepper, not Salt and Pepper. There was only 2 of them.
Oh, that's right. There's 3.
There was 3. Yeah. They were Salt and Pepper.
Right.
The seasoning. So they were cute, and my son was a Pokemon Pikachu specifically. So I had to explain to my mother what a Pikachu was.
It's amazing the lasting power of Pokemon.
Oh gosh,
that's been hitting
unbelievable.
A couple decades now.
Unbelievable. And the adults had spiked apple cider for the trip around the neighborhood, so that made the experience more enjoyable.
This adult had about this much of bourbon as I answered the door last night.
But it's a family show.
Well, I'm not making the kids drink.
This is true. Yeah, this is true.
The kids got candy. I drank the bourbon.
Great.
Anyway, I think that's enough of that.
It is.
Before we conspire to have kids drink bourbon and young girls dress up as Salt and Pepper. No. Anyway, if you like this kind of hilarity, there it is. And I mean, in all seriousness,
a great costume.
If you're watching this show, I mean, you've had it in the back of your mind, some of their songs as we've been talking. I know it. I just know it. There's good jams back in the day. They're like on a reunion tour.
Are they really?
Like, yeah, all that stuff. Anyway, if you like these kinds of hijinks, you like us bringing a little slice of Lancaster to your eyeballs and ears, you can catch all this fun on YouTube, on our Gardener's Mattress and More channel, on the Lancaster Connects channel on YouTube, and mine on YouTube as well. And then on Facebook, we're also on Lancaster Connects on Facebook, Gardeners on Facebook, and then Ben's personal page and mine. So if you happen to be friends with us there, you can check it out there. Either way, leave us a comment, leave us a review. We'd love to have you engage with us here on the show, give a shout out, answer some of our silly questions. And we will thank you live on the show for that. And if you want to be a guest on the show, speaking of guests, we've got some great guests coming up, but we've got a few spots to fill out. So if you want to be a guest, go to lancasterconnects.com/guest, fill out the form, tell us a little bit about yourself. Types of guests we're looking for are local charities, for sure, to highlight local businesses. Basically, if you're big versus small, David versus Goliath, as I like to say, out Amazoning Amazon, and we can help you tell your story, we'd love to be a part of that. That's probably one of the proudest aspects of the show is that Ben and I are able to afford to produce this show, give highlight to businesses and charities that otherwise might not have it. And when we do have our business guests on, part of the thing of being on our show as a business guest is we want to see that you're giving back to the community. So tell us about a charity you support. Last week, we learned about, I'm going to butcher it, the Lancaster Education Foundation.
Yeah, Early Education.
Lancaster Early Education. That was one I didn't know about at all. And we got to make a donation to them and give them some love and highlight. So anyway, well, actually, we should look to have them on the show.
Yeah, December, we've decided December is giving month for the Lancaster Connects podcast. So I think we've got 3 episode opportunities in December. One is already booked. Friend of mine, Jen Nepper, she runs the Gifts That Give Hope charity event at the beginning of December. So she'll be a guest.
It doesn't sound as solemn as Ben's making it.
No.
Jen runs a great charity.
Somber today. I don't know what's going on.
That's some coffee, man.
I'm still rocking the pumpkin.
That's the problem. So your pumpkin was last month. It's November.
Oh.
And with November comes Extraordinary Give Month. How about that for a transition?
That was a great transition.
Yeah, I fancy myself like a broadcaster.
Savant.
Anyway, a broadcaster savant? Hardly.
I'm glad you figured it out 25 episodes in.
Yeah. But listen, in part of giving back, I mean, seriously, if you feel you're a good fit for the show, hit us up, lancasterconnects.com/guest. But November in Lancaster means Extraordinary Give. It's a great opportunity in our community to get charities, some great funding. It's a great day downtown, a lot of hype, a lot of excitement around it. So seriously, we've got one slot open. I believe it's the 22nd here in November. That would be a great spot for charity. And then the rest of December is going to be charities as well. And this is a great content opportunity for charities listening and even businesses that might be starting and have a focus on charitable give back. You're welcome as well. But we get to produce the show and you got a great piece of content that you might not otherwise have in the budget to produce. It might be harder to get out on your own. So please take us up on it. Go to lancasterconnects.com/guest. But looking forward to Extraordinary Give.
Yeah. Yep. Thanks for sharing that. That's an amazing event. It's neat following that all day long and seeing the giving just go up and up and up. And every year they break records. So
that's right.
Hopefully
we break another record this year.
Yep. We've got a guest today on the show. I'm excited. Justin.
It's funny. Ben looks at me like this is news to me. I helped co-produce the show. But anyway, yes, we have Justin here.
Justin Watkins, who is the VP of Fundraising Development for Lancaster-based Men of Iron. Justin, hello.
Hey, good to be on the show. I feel like I'm very nervous. You guys are celebrities in my eyes.
Oh, shucks.
My business card says I'm kind of a big deal. So thank you, Justin, for acknowledging me.
We're going to talk to Justin more in just a little bit. Title of this show is Iron Sharpens Iron. So we'll learn all about the mission of Men of Iron and what they're all about and how they got started. So Justin, we'll see you on the flip side after we cover some bill making.
So you on the flippity flip.
Oh my gosh.
Full of Michael Scott quotes today. So you're on the flippity flip. On the flippity flip. Anyway, speaking of flipping pages, flippity flip, your copy of Sleep Better, happy to send a copy out to you. Just go to gardenersmattressandmore.com/sleep-better. On that page, you can fill out the form. We'll mail you a copy for free. Put it in the mail. But from page 32, again, this all ties to lack of sleep, quality of sleep. If you're getting poor sleep, those with elevated blood pressure are at risk of developing high blood pressure. If not managed, high blood pressure puts you at risk for heart attack, stroke, kidney disease, brain damage, blocked arteries, aneurysm. I'm going to skip the next one. You'll have to reach page 13 because I'm going to butcher that word. Dementia and performance issues in the bedroom. It's a family show. That's how we're going to express it.
Getting dressed.
It could mean that. I'm going to let you find out on page 33. Prevention is the key. Know your numbers and get good quality sleep to keep your blood pressure at a healthy level in order to prevent high blood pressure. High blood pressure can seriously damage vital organs such as your heart and your brain. So it's a little Sleep Better tip. it begs focus. Folks, sleeping is what you do for a third of your life. Please don't pride yourself on getting 4 hours of sleep, 5 hours of sleep. Give yourself the necessary, 7 to 9 hours of sleep, kind of following those 90-minute intervals that tie in with your REM sleep cycles. Would be very helpful to you if you just do that. If you set your sleep time to 90-minute intervals in that 7 to 9 hour range, or 6.5 to 9 hour range, I guess it would be, you will see your sleep improve. But if you need more tips, get a copy of the book and we'll mail it out to you.
Where can they get the book?
Gardner's Mattress and More. It's right on the screen. Gardner'sMattressandMore.com/sleep-better.
For the listeners.
But I guess, yes, if you're listening as a podcast on this, you wouldn't be able to see on the screen.
That's right.
So
That's right.
Thank you, Ben.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Not such a producer now, am I?
So I'm going to ask for your expertise, Jeff, a little curveball. The top 3 things people hate shopping for, what would you say is on the list? Near the top of the list.
Oh.
Just consumers in general.
A car.
Okay. Tires,
and a mattress.
A mattress, insurance, clothes. I did some Googling before we hopped on here. But yeah, mattress is always at the top of the list.
Yep.
But what if I told you there was a store right here in Lancaster that makes mattress shopping fun and enjoyable?
Well, I mean, okay. I'll buck up.
You'll
sure. Who?
It's Gardner's Mattress and More. I've noticed a theme in the last 3 Google reviews that we received in the last 2 or 3 days.
Okay.
Aiden writes, this is the only mattress store in which I can safely say I enjoyed spending time. So all the mattress shopping experiences she had, she actually enjoyed her time in a mattress store, right?
Yeah.
Becky wrote, it was the easiest and nicest buying experience I've ever had. Now she didn't even specify mattress shopping experience, just
like
best
tops,
shopping experience of all time. Mattress. Gardner's. And this one from Denise a few days ago. What an absolute joyful experience. Well worth the drive. Denise drove, I believe, over 40 minutes to get here. So well worth the drive and a joyful experience. So mattress shopping, joyful,
easy,
unbelievable,
fun,
easy. Yep. So, no, you go.
Well, I was going to say, and if that's not enough fun, you can come and play podcast with the studio. I mean, not really, but if you wanted to, you could sit in the chair, turn the light on, and play podcaster.
Yeah, record your own testimonial. That would be a good use for this space.
Good idea.
Tuesday through Sunday.
It's a good idea.
I think we just got a good idea.
Say pippity poppity, don't stop it.
Enough about Gardner's.
Let's bring Justin on before he just says, enough of these guys. I'm out.
Justin, welcome back.
Hey, thank you.
So tell our listeners about Men of Iron, how Men of Iron got started and what their mission is.
Yeah. So Men of Iron, we're a men's ministry and we focus on equipping men to know God and their purpose, primarily through one-on-one mentorship. We also have some other resources to grow in their faith, their family, friends, fitness, and finances. So we started about 15 years ago. We're actually just starting to celebrate our 15-year anniversary as a ministry. Our founder, Brian Zemer, who's a local Mannheim guy running Keystone Trailers, he was at a conference that challenged him to think about like what his holy discontent in life was. What about our world fired him up or made him angry, a brokenness in the world. And it was men. He came back and he was like, man, men who are not the fathers, husbands, leaders, workers that God has designed them to be. So, you can look at really a lot of things in our society and not just the extreme stuff. You could talk about like things like abuse and neglect, but even just regular quote unquote Joe Schmo guys who were just kind of aimlessly going through life. Maybe their work becomes too much of their focus. They're not present for their kids or their spouse, or maybe they're lazy, not contributing to the world around them. And so really that was his discontent and that fired him up. And so Men of Iron started out of that and first began as a ministry of the local church, focusing on one-on-one mentorship, providing balance, accountability, and spiritual growth to men who want to take their life and their purpose seriously. So we've been a nonprofit now for 10 years, and our vision is to change a culture one man at a time. And we're doing that across the country and even around the world now.
Okay. So I didn't know that specifically. So when you say across the country and worldwide, how does that happen?
Yeah. I mean, it's been neat to see kind of how we've grown over the few years. Just kind of organically getting things out there. We're obviously, we're trying to market ourselves and get our name out there. But it's really grown when guys have come across either our website or they hear from someone that's gone through our program and our experiences. And we've got a lot of guys out in Ohio and New Jersey. Tampa, Florida is a big place where we have a lot of guys involved with Men of Iron, and even a group, several groups in the community in South Africa, which is pretty fun. Yeah.
That's awesome. How did you become involved with Men of Iron?
Yeah, it was a number of years ago. We had some mutual relationships across the position I was in at a former employer called Hope International, which is another local nonprofit here. But my wife and I have been involved in ministry to married couples, to teenagers. I was a youth pastor for a number of years locally before we were full-time house parents. At the Milton Hershey School, which that could be its own podcast. We had 12 middle school girls in one house, so you can only imagine. But anyway, then coming back into Lancaster, I was working for Hope International, working with families in material poverty around the world. And I think so many of the times, this common thread that ran through a lot of the issues that were facing the teenagers or the couples that we were serving in those different areas, whether it was a church or it was a quote unquote good, healthy family, or if it was a family really struggling in poverty or neglect, the theme of men not like stepping up and taking the responsibility of their specific culture, the people and the places that God had called them to serve and lead, like that was a common thread. And so for my wife, it really was a decision for my wife and I to move into a more direct involvement downstream from some of those issues in our culture, like to get further up the road before things get crazy and really, extreme, and get to the foundation and build and equip men to be the kind of men that they're called to be.
Yeah, I was just going to say very inspirational. I'll get a little vulnerable here as of late. I've been extremely busy the last handful of weeks, really the last month and a half. And, I see other dads in my Facebook feed just rocking it. I mean, they're there for their kids. And it's really like challenging me to do better at home. This guy right here, I'll just say exceptional father figure. And I mean that, I take that, I see what Ben does and I look at it to challenge myself and my children. And I just hope like people listening, if you can kind of just take anything away, and Justin and I have just met through this podcast here. Justin is a friend of Ben's, but I knew coming on that we'd have a great show. And I think if you can take anything away, just kind of look around and first and foremost, if you see somebody, and this could be another mother for that fact too, if you see them like just leading as a parent, leading as a couple, call them out on it. Positively, like say, hey, I notice it. I know it's hard. I know you're busy. I know you're both working. Great job. That's something I've been focused on as of late personally, and taking it to heart where I can do better with my sons. And I think I've been hard on myself in the past, but my boys are turning out to be all right. They're turning out to be good kids. And but that doesn't mean I'm going to take the foot off the gas pedal, so to say.
That's right.
So just thought I'd chime in there.
Yeah, thanks for sharing. Justin, what are some of the ways that you connect with men? Like what does the ministry look like? Yeah,
and Jeff, I appreciate even that thought, because it's not. We have great testimonies of guys who've been and their marriage is like really on the rocks. We've got guys that have had serious addictions, alcohol, drugs, that are like their life is really on the edge. But a lot of the guys that are involved with what we do, they're like just me and you. I mean, we all need to have accountability and balance in our life. It's easy to get really, really on edge really quickly. And it doesn't have to be the extreme stuff. Like you said, like, man, I just want to be a good father. I want to be a present husband. I want to be good at what I'm doing. And we just need some extra extra intentionality in that. So we do a lot of things. You can go to our website and find resources. Like we have our very own Men of Iron podcast. I don't mean to, cross brand here, but Chad Zook on our team puts out a podcast every Monday. Does a fantastic job of just creating content that's really relevant and thought-provoking for men, as whether it be in your workplace or back at home. How do I be that kind of father? We're doing things like running an online Bible study over Zoom right now, which has been a lot of fun. And then we have a number of resources that can be used for churches or small groups and individuals. We have our small group curriculum called Anchored Man, which is a 5-week small group material that guys can go through. We have an Equilibrium retreat, which is a chance to get away with your buddies, have fun, but be intentional about growing as a man. And our foundation, and what we've been doing for 15 years, and what we really want to see happen, is for men to get into one-on-one mentoring relationships so that they can find that balance, accountability, and spiritual growth. And that really happens effectively when you're meeting regularly with another guy, and he's there to challenge you and about your life and your goals, and kind of keep you focused on what really matters.
Right. Yeah. Accountability is really important in anything, business life, personal life, and of course, this type of growth.
So I'm going to ask maybe what might be perceived as a hard question of our guest.
Yes.
But
challenge him.
So, for our people listening, if you're not somebody whose faith is at the forefront, and this is not a show to try to jam faith down jam it down your throat. It's not what this episode's about, at least not from my perspective. But if faith is not something that's at the forefront of your personal life, but you are feeling like you're lacking in some of the leadership quality, father quality, husband quality, are those folks open to reach out to you and use that as the focal point to begin?
Yeah. I mean, that's a great question. And this kind of goes into kind of our framework, our approach to keeping things simple for guys, because sometimes we're simple creatures, right? And so we've got our framework that we use is called the 5F model, and that stands for faith, family, friends, fitness, and finances. So it really encompasses all aspects of your life. When you hash out, you put your job under the finance category and things like that. So we really want guys to be evaluating how balanced or how healthy they are in each of those categories in their life, and to set goals in them to move towards that, what they need to be doing to get that balance. For us, like the foundation for that is the faith category. I think for our approach is that's really essential for building a life that has purpose and impact in a man's immediate and broader culture. But we do have guys that have come to us and are like, hey, I'm not sure about that faith aspect. I'm not sure about that God thing. And there's we're not turning anyone away. And I think being along for that journey for that guy, no matter where he's at, is what our heart is.
Yeah. And, I don't want to, I'm not trying to throw Ben a curveball or even Justin a curveball, but I think that, the discussion of faith today, unfortunately, seems to be so polarizing, like most everything is. And I just look at it from the lens of, if you just strip it down to the core concepts, like doing right by your neighbor, doing right by your family, not stealing, telling the truth, like these are all things that everybody pretty much agrees on. And I guess it's in the deciphering thereof and the context thereof where things begin to be a little convoluted and become a problem. But if you just kind of strip it down to those basic tenets, we all as a society, I think, really agree on it. That's the way I look at it. And so, yeah, I mean, if you're listening, I don't know that I'm digging what Justin's putting down today so far, and I'm excited for this show. So, so you talked about the 5 Fs. Can you touch on a couple concepts there of each? Yeah.
And, we have, like I said, it kind of encompasses, a lot of what makes us, that's your whole life, right? And so we sometimes get asked, why fitness? Again, we focus on faith as being the foundation, and so like, why is fitness in here? And we talk about fitness like, well, listen, if you've got friends and family, you've got a purpose that you're pursuing. You need to be healthy for those people around you. You need to be your best physically so that you can be your best for them, whether it's emotional, spiritual, whatever it is that you're doing. And so fitness is a big one that sometimes guys kind of forget about and like, well, whatever. I think another thing that's usually, it's interesting. One of the things that one of the F's that is least strong for a lot of our guys is the friends category. We have a lot of like acquaintances and we hang out with guys to watch a game, but are we actually pursuing relationships that are intentional and deep? Do we have guys that are asking about our marriage? How are you? How are things with your kids? How is that situation at work? We don't, it's easy to talk about, well, I'm a Bears fan. It's not easy to talk about sports sometimes, but naturally it's easier to talk about the surface things and we don't go deep into those relationships. So it's just interesting to see how kind of dissecting and looking at our life through that lens of the 5 F's, really you start to see where you're doing well. And it's rare that we're knocking a home run out of each of those categories all the time. But how do we pursue balance and health in each of those categories? Because it just takes one or two. I mean, you just think like even going back to the fitness, like if you're really unhealthy, and I know Ben, your wife would love this. If you're really unhealthy and you're eating candy all the time, like that's going to impact your work. You're spending, you're addicted to candy, so you're spending all your money on Reese's peanut butter cups. Like it starts to impact your finances, your family life. Like it pulls away from you. If you're not taking care of yourself, it can ruin a lot of these other things. And that's true for each one of those other F's, no matter how you look at it,
Yeah, that's very true. Absolutely very true. So you've got some local events. You've got a big event coming up. We'll get to that in a moment, but you've got some other local events that I think you, Justin, organize. I attended one a couple months ago that was super fun. Tell us about some of these events that I think occur annually, right?
Yeah. It's we, like I said, we have a lot of guys that are involved with Men of Iron across the country. But our office is based in Mannheim, so we're here in Lancaster, and so we try and connect with our guys and families and donors and partners, anyone in the community throughout the year. And so we've done a few things. Like last summer, we called it a night out. We did this outdoor movie with barbecue from Speckled Hen and Penny's ice cream, and it was just a great way to connect with people locally. Back in May of this year, we did a golf tournament for guys to get out to. Which was a lot of fun. It was a beautiful day. And then in August, like you said, Ben, we had a magic show. Brett Myers and at his theater, the One Magic and Wonder Theater. I'm going to get it wrong. Sorry, Brett. But we had that for families. It was just a fun night, even though I really wanted to get Ben up on stage and like see if we cut him in half or something. But it was a really good morning and just a way to connect with the local community.
I was blown away by the show. Like I was thinking, magic show. I'm picturing. I don't know if you're an Arrested Development fan, but the Joe. Oh, you are.
Yes.
I'm picturing like the hokey magician sort of like. But I was blown away. It was a kind of a blend of like the Cirque shows and magic and entertainment and comedy. I was entertained for the 2 hours that we were there, and the kids were blown away. Like, how'd they do that? So, thanks for inviting me. And it was a big event. There were a lot of people there. What's that?
Sounds like I need to be there next time.
Yep. Absolutely. It was a fun event. I liked it. So tell us about the big event, the big one.
Yeah, the big one that's coming up. So like I mentioned earlier, we just kicked off our kind of 15-year celebration of impact through mentorship. And so we're going to be celebrating that for the next several months, celebrating what God is doing through one man at a time, the restored marriages, the families, the communities, just that ripple effect that's changing a culture. And that all leads up to our big celebration on April 19th. It's our Iron Sharpens Iron Dinner. It's at the Marriott here in Lancaster. It's going to feature great food, entertainment, lots of stories of lives being changed. And then we have Coach Tony Dungy coming in as our keynote speaker that night. So we're super excited about that. He's just a great model and example, just kind of aligned very closely with his passion. If you follow him, he's got a deep passion for men to be discipled and mentored to make an impact. And so I think it's up on the screen there. You can go to our website, menofiron.org/Iron Sharpens Iron. There's a really good video. We just launched it last week and I've seen it several times and I still get teary eyed at the end. It's just powerful to kind of see 15 years of men pursuing God and their purpose in him. And it's going to be fun to have Tony there that night.
For those listening who don't know who Tony Dungy is, former NFL football coach, was he Super Bowl winner?
Yes, he beat the Bears and
yeah. That was unintended.
Yeah.
It was very intended. He wrote it down. He's like, I'm going to bring it up. I'm going to play possum. That's what he said.
Was that a Peyton Manning Super Bowl?
It was.
Yeah. Yep.
Whatever. That's not
what was the score?
That's not why we're bringing him in. Okay. He played in the NFL and he coached in the NFL. No, his resume is pretty long and pretty impressive. He was inducted into the NFL Hall of Fame, I think in 2016. And you can see him on Sunday nights. He's still commentating for the football season but has a great ministry of his own with All Pro Dads. He's an author. He's a speaker. Just pursuing this mission and idea of helping men be the men that God's called them to be. So he's a good guy. I won't hold it against him that he beat the Bears.
Now, is this as VP of fundraising? Are you putting this together? This is like your big event.
This is a big part, yes, and it has been for months. It's not. It's a big thing. It's a huge. I mean, I keep telling people I think we've maxed out that room at like 2,000 people. And I want to max it out. I want to
awesome.
blow the doors off that night.
Well, we'll help you spread the word.
That's a big goal. I mean, I was at a couple events there. One of them was a big chamber event when Carson Wentz was in town. And I think that fills that room. That's a big room. So, yeah, I mean, it sounds like a great event. Leadership is so important in the workplace, in the home, in the community, in your faith. So kudos on the work you're doing.
Yeah, thank you.
Pretty awesome to have you on the show. How do people get involved? What's the next step if what we've touched on here kind of lights a fire?
Yeah. I mean, you can go to our website and take a look at the resources that we have. Again, you can dive in individually and, just listen to a podcast, pick up one of our, blog posts for encouragement, or if you want to get involved with a small group or dive right into again, what we think is most effective, become either a mentor or a protege. We provide the tools and the training to help you do that. So you can do that as an individual, or if you have, if you're at a church and you want to bring Men of Iron into your church, we can do that. And certainly, as Ben has alluded to, if you want to financially partner with us, you can always reach out, I guess, directly to me about opportunities to get involved, including the Extraordinary Give. You mentioned it earlier. That's our biggest fundraising event of the year, and really fuels a lot of what we're doing as an organization. And we'll be doing some fun giveaways, including giving away some free tickets to the Iron Sharpens Iron Dinner to see Coach Dungy. So, I mean, you got double reason to get involved there.
The Extraordinary Give, we kind of brought that out as we were getting ready to jump on air here. The date on that again, is that the Wednesday before Thanksgiving?
Friday. So I think
the Friday after.
Yeah, Friday before Thanksgiving, November 19th.
Yep, November 19th. So folks, put that on your calendar now. I mean, just a great day to be downtown. A lot of things going on. The restaurants show out for that. Just great atmosphere to be a part of and participate in. And, Justin, I think last year, was it topping $12 million?
Yeah, I think that sounds right. Every year just breaking the record, and it's unreal.
Yeah, I mean, it's really kind of neat to be a part of Lancaster and the Lancaster City, Lancaster County community. It's really neat to kind of see all that come together. So that's very cool. Yep. And thanks for being a part of it.
Yeah.
Justin.
Oh, yeah.
Connection Cocktail. You ready for to get deeply personal?
Yeah. This is what I'm nervous about. Here we go.
Justin, what is your favorite restaurant in Lancaster County?
Yeah, that's a tough one. There's a lot of really good ones that we really like getting to places like Cafe 18, Speckled Hen, Agape. Or we're usually pretty healthy. So like if we're going out, like Core Life, Harvest is a good date night. But I do want to say this just because my wife is not here. And Ben, I know that our wives are similar in this. I only get to go to this place one time a year. So this is like my shameful confession. I love Popeye's chicken. Popeye's chicken. That is not a local Lancaster spot, but it's my favorite. Once a year, I sneak out.
What do you get?
Spicy chicken. Give me 12 drumsticks and some biscuits and like.
So is the spicy chicken from Popeyes better than the spicy chicken from Chick-fil-A?
Oh yeah.
I mean, I guess okay. There's no contest.
There's no That's not even a question. I'm sorry, folks. You just had to get put through that. It's not even a question. Not even a question. All right. So the next question is, what do you like to do with your kids here in town in Lancaster?
Yeah. Well, I mentioned it. I'll just mention him again. But we get out to see Brett Myers and his magic show a couple times a year. He's just a great, like Ben said, I've seen a lot of his shows. So Magic and Wonder Theater is the name of his theater over, I guess, Paradise Gap. I'm not sure exactly what town, but
right off Lincoln Highway.
Yeah, right by the Revere Tavern. I've seen it.
By the way, Revere Tavern, great place to go.
Yeah, there you go. Boom. I've seen his show many times, and there's tons of his illusions I cannot figure out for the life of me. It blows me away, and I'm an adult. I'm like, what just happened? So we like getting out there. We're an active family. We like being outside, and kids are in soccer and basketball and things like that. But Brett Myers, as far as like a local spot in Lancaster, I highly, highly recommend getting to it.
That's awesome. I second that. And the last question, have you ever ridden in a buggy? An Amish buggy?
No, I don't think so. Okay. No, not that I've been aware of.
I just saw on Reddit, there's a Lancaster subreddit on Reddit, and there was a Tokyo Drift horse and buggy. Horse and buggy came flying down the lane into the road, took it sideways style into the road, and there it was. I don't know.
Not doctored at all? Horse driven?
Well, yeah.
Oh, I'm just making sure.
I mean,
how fast can a horse go?
What like dog driven? Like a dog sled? We don't have dog sleds around here.
You said Tokyo Drift.
Go to the Lancaster subreddit and we'll see what I'm talking about. So
I think we're done with Justin. Yeah, he's probably done with us more than we're done with Justin.
Sign up. Anyway, hopefully we did your program justice. Hopefully we opened up, got some new eyeballs on Men of Iron, and love what you're doing there. I think when we're all intentional, no matter who you are, about your life, about those around you, you make our community a better place, which is why it was so nice to have you here on the show with us.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us. So, Justin, we're going to say goodbye. We have a little bit of anniversary stuff to touch on as we wrap up our 31st anniversary. So thanks again for joining us, Justin. Really appreciate you stopping by, taking the time.
Hey, thanks
for
guys.
Coming out.
Appreciate it.
So yeah, we've got, it's November. That means our anniversary is over. We move into year 32.
That's right.
As of today, November 1st. So, there we go. See, there's makes Jeff happy. Little. See, there it is.
There has to be confetti every episode.
So we've had our double deals. That was for the anniversary. We still have double deals going on here in the store. Still have some of these amazing 50% off anniversary deals. It's been funny this year. we've had some of these deals, but everybody has been very excited. And, I get it. I get why people are kind of reallocating entertainment dollars into home budgets. So they want, if they're going to get a new mattress, they want a brand new mattress. They don't want a floor model. But, if you've got a guest bed, if you've got a need for a temporary bed, a bed for your kid, and you want a lot of bang for the buck, these 50% off plus and another discount of 10 to 15% off. Like there's a couple mattresses that we sold. We sell them every day for $9.99, and they were $250. Now, there was a rhyme and reason for it. They had a little bit of damage, a little bit of blemish, but factory gave us a discount, so we extended that discount to you, and that's how it happens.
Yep.
A great way to save money and get a great bed. We've still got a couple of those left, got some headboards left, got some bed frames left. So those remain, but we'd love to have you come on out and check that out. The last thing of our anniversary, I think.
Yeah.
Just looking at my notes.
Got a winner to announce.
We've got a special winner here. Da-da-da-da. So this is our $1,000 Gardeners gift card. Congratulations to Scott and Carol Zerkowski. You have won a $1,000 Gardeners gift certificate. So you can use that here in the store. And you'll be able to shop here. There's the confetti. Congratulations to you. Confetti drop for Scott and Carol. Round of applause for Scott and Carol. They won $1,000 here to our store. So that was our anniversary. It was always a good month. But it's always a great month to come to Gardeners, as Ben read off some reviews. We really do look to give you a no pressure kind of, look, you're smart, you do your research. We want to affirm we've got the right fit for you. That's our job here. We're not here to sell you anything. We're here to find the right fit and help you navigate what's out there for you. That's right, producer Chris. Less snore, more cuddle. We're specialists in those kinds of systems. Check out our website for more information on those. But if you're the kind of couple who needs some individual customization but still wants to be in the bed together and not like Edith and Archie Bunker with the two twins side by side, that's what Less Snore, More Cuddle sleep systems are all about. So check those out. I think that's a wrap for this show. You got anything else?
If you're listening and would like to be a guest on the show, a nonprofit charitable organization or a small business kind of like Gardeners, not in the mattress industry, go to LancasterConnects.com/guest, GUEST, and fill out the contact entry form. Tell us why you'd like to be a guest, and we'll put you on the schedule.
That's right. That's right. Happy November.
Happy November.
Giving month. Think of ways to give.
Yep.
Look for that opportunity to help other people this month. Should do that every month, but it's Thanksgiving. We'll make it the theme. All right. Take care, Lancaster. Thanks for tuning in this week.
Yep.
We'll see you next time.